Optimistic 51. So I got to do a review of the 57 Modern Camber Yes Optimistic, but I did not get to do a review of my beloved 51. I don't have my old 51 anymore, but this Modern Camber take is kind of where maybe this Yes Optimistic maybe always should have been. It's got more pop, more drive. It just kind of completes this board, and they added some extra inserts to compensate for the extra camber float-wise. So, love the 51. If in doubt, size down with this board. It's a lot of board. So let's get into it. I compared this. I rode this with Union Atlas, and I've ridden this with Stratas and Falcors too so far. But and then I've got my trusty Adidas Tactical ADVs. And let's start out with the Flex. So many people freak out over Yes's Flex rating. Their boards are just softer than everyone else in the industry in terms of their rating. They're not the softest boards in the industry or anything like that, but they rate this as pretty stiff, and I would say it's medium-ish. It's like medium stiff, bordering on medium, as you can see. Like, let me just do a quick comparison with one of its peers, and look at this. Like, this thing I can barely get to flex, and this thing just bends. And that's like how all of Yes boards in their line are. They're softer than you'd think, so don't freak out. But then it's got that modern camber. Check the On the Table review. It's got a little bit of early rise. It's got a big fat nose, a little bit of taper, and just kind of a short nubbin of a tail. And it makes for a great on snow feel. It feels stable, yet carvy, it's now kind of semi locked in. Before it used to feel stable and super forgiving. Now it feels like there might be a little bite to it. Like you might want to catch an edge and kind of hit the ground hard if you get off your game. So it's a little less forgiving, but you get so much back in the turning experience, and I really like this. It's not for skidding turns, it's not for intermediates, it's not for strong intermediates, it's for experts and advanced riders who know how to turn and want a circle carver. That's what this thing does. It's just such a great fun board for, you know, like that longer kind of bank slalom. Not longer, but you know what I mean, like the bank slalom, longer in comparison to bumps, like moguls. And it's just fun. It's got a lot of, I didn't wax the base, but when the base is waxed, at least just once, it's got a nice glide to it. You know, and that camber just has a touch of early rise, so it's not as unforgiving as traditional camber. Then when it comes to edge hold, you know, I love this underbite technology. It's just kind of like, you can see how the side cut's going, and then it kind of indents in there. Just kind of, you know, it's got this grip at every binding, which does two things. It gives you better edge hold, and it kind of helps you with quicker turn initiation than you would have if it was a normal side cut. The turning experience on this, just even when you're not carving, is super fun. It's just got this fun, kind of just dynamic feel. It really is just a board for people who love to turn and love that tight, controlled circle carve like myself. And that's what makes this board really shine.